About 10 months into the U.S.'s involvement in World War II that began in December 1941, after the Pearl Harbor attack, the United States Mint began producing silver nickels. These coins were made of an alloy of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese, rather than the 75% copper and the 25% nickel as the coins had been made since 1866. So why was the metallic composition of the coins changed? That's simple. Copper and nickel were both metals used strategically for the war and were more valuable than silver at the time. For example, nickel could be used to harden the metal of heavy tanks, and copper was critical. Most of it was used for making ammunition cartridges. Early on in 1942, a law was enacted that called for the completely removing nickel from 5-cent coins, suggesting the coins be made out of 50% silver and 50% copper. This plan would have saved 435 tons of nickel and copper for the war effort, but manufacturing problems occurred. For example, those substitutes for the nickel would not work well in the coin-operated machines because the machines test the weight of the coins, which will require retrofitting all those machines. Also, silver does not have magnetic qualities, which were also needed for the machines. Various possibilities were examined, including experiments to find an alloy without nickel that would not be rejected by the machines or reviving the silver half-dime. Eventually, it was discovered that by adding some manganese to the alloy, it would create the necessary magnetism, which is what led to the particular nickel composition of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. This alloy was used from mid-1942 through December 1945, 6 months after the war ended, when the nickel and copper were no longer needed in large quantities. Prior to October 1942, nickels were made out of regular alloy, continued to be made at Philadelphia and Denver mints. How can you tell if you have a silver wartime nickel or not? To make it easy to spot silver war nickels from other nickels is that there is a large P, D, or S mint mark on the reverse of the coin above the dome of the Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's home in Virginia. In addition, since coins made of the normal alloy had been already produced in Philadelphia earlier in 1942, the silver wartime nickels made there were the first U.S. coins struck at that mint that sported this mint mark. This change was also made to make it easier to spot the coins when they were redeemed at banks. The silver nickels were also easy to spot when first minted because they had a fantastic finish on them that was whiter in appearance than regular nickels, and often with sharp striking details. However, with time, the finish tarnished and toned, often becoming dull, gray, and less attractive, which also happened with the 1943 steel pennies made for the war effort too. U.S. silver nickels were withdrawn from circulation in the mid-60s when the silver content of the coins exceeded their face value, but once in a while they're still found in change. Also, if you search a box of nickels, your chances of finding a wartime nickel goes up significantly. Naturally, some of these coins are worth much more, especially if they are in high mint state condition and include full steps, details on the reverse, or if they have one of the rare variety coins such as the 1943 P 3/2, worth from $125 in XF condition to as much as $5,500 in MS 67 with full steps. Also, the 1943 P double die obverse worth about $55 in XF condition to $300 in MS60 condition, and as much as $7,500 in MS67 full steps, or the 1945 double die reverse worth from $52 in XF condition to $275 in MS60, and as much as $11,500 in MS66 full steps condition. Varieties to look for on the 1943 Philadelphia Wartime Nickel. The 1943 P 3/2 is the variety, and the rarer 1943 P double die variety coins where there appear to be two eyes on the Jefferson profile on the obverse. Some of these coins were also struck from the prior alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, which were made in error from leftover planchets. There are some also 1942 P nickels made from the original alloy, as well as some 1946 nickels made with the wartime alloy. Today, the silver war nickels continue to excite coin collectors new and old, and there are many different ways to collect coins depending on your interests and budget, and you may even still find one to change. If you look closely at your nickels under magnification, you might even find a rare variety as well.
So guys, I urge you to take a $100 bill, go to your local bank, get a box of nickels just like this one, and hunt it for silver war nickels. Since starting this YouTube channel, I have done a lot of nickel hunts on the channel, and altogether, I put together this war nickel roll of how many war nickels I've gotten from boxes I've hunted in the past. So here is 40 nickels, all war nickels, that I've found in boxes in the past. They are findable in boxes of nickels. You might not find one every box you hunt. You might find a few in a box that you hunt. Just depends on, the luck of the draw. But they are findable. They are cool. I haven't actually checked these for the... Here, this is probably a 43P, and it is. I haven't checked these for the 43 over 42 yet. I haven't checked these for that, so maybe I'll make that into a live stream soon. But anyways, these war nickels are out there. They are worth some money. They're worth like $142 in today's market. You could even get them probably cheaper than that, depending on where you go, depending on where you get war nickels. But you could also get them for a nickel in a nickel box. So how awesome is that? Yeah, they're worth like $1.42, so getting them for a nickel is awesome. Sweet history, sweet coin for sure. And you can find them in your pocket change as well. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Comment down below your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Also, subscribe if you're new. Peace.